What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode one of the One Punch Man segment of the Drug Night podcast. Today, we're
Yes,
going to be
boss.
talking about One Punch Man. Of course, for this episode, it's just me and Tushar. Digvijay was going to come, but hentai, hentai. Alright?
Pussy boy, pussy.
Hentai. Anime size attracted him. He went to the dark side.
Yeah.
But yeah. So basically, it's me and Tushar for this episode. Today, we're going to be covering season one of One Punch Man. And
Yeah.
I just have to say, season one of One Punch Man is like it's the
I
gold
mean,
standard of
it's
animation.
the best, the best, the best.
It's the fucking greatest animation I've seen in any anime. Like even counting Mob Psycho 100, it is the greatest animation I've ever seen in any anime. Like
Mm-hmm.
the first season of One Punch Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first off, your character models are ridiculously well done. Okay,
Yeah.
the exaggerated movements, like they're there in that entire season. Like first off, it's really funny, and it adds so much fluidity to the motion in the anime.
Yes. Yes.
Like
It does.
yeah, exactly. Like if you've ever watched the first season and you've seen any fight scenes, there's not that many fight scenes that I would describe as choppy or badly animated. They're all very very well done, and like that's like the entire series, the entire season is like that. I won't say the entire series because we all know what happened in the
Yeah.
second season, but the entire season.
Atrocity. It's an atrocity.
I mean, I wouldn't say the second season is an atrocity,
An
but we will
atrocity.
get to that. We'll get into details when we cover the second season. Mostly, we should talk right now about the first season. Like, the first season is the gold standard of animation. It is so good that unless you get the same people together again with the same level of motivation and anything like that, you won't be able to produce anything that good ever again.
Yeah. Correct.
Exactly. And yeah, like that is the main focus. The animation is just fucking amazing. Alright?
Yes. It's one of the best animated series series I've ever seen. To be
Like
honest, I'll be honest.
yeah, like deadass some of the Naruto movies have worse animation.
Yeah, movies that like have like a proper production team have like worse animation than
One Punch
season
Man
one
season.
of One Punch Man.
Like this season was and it was really the thing is it's what attracted most of the people to the show because while the comedy was there, like sure, the comedy is there throughout the series. The comedy is there in season one, the comedy is there in season two. It's funny. It has like cliche aversion. It avoids that Dragon Ball cliche where the character has to power up for like 5 episodes before they can
I
land
mean,
one
okay, that's
punch.
an exaggeration. Come on, man. Nobody powers up for
Okay,
five,
okay, I'm sorry. 4.5 episodes.
man.
Okay, I'll fine. I'm exaggerating, but like he powers up for, dude. He screams at the end of the first episode, and that continues for like
Yeah, okay,
one third of the next episode.
that's there. That's there. That's there.
Exactly. So over here, you're like clearly avoiding that because every time somebody starts to like power up or anything like that, 9 times out of 10, Saitama's come into one shot.
I mean, the thing is, it's still better than like what do you call Naruto fillers, 50 fillers
I mean, I
in a
wouldn't
row.
I wouldn't compare it to Naruto fillers because the thing is, One Punch Man, even if you've read the manga especially, and if you've just like or the web comic, and if you've
Mm.
like watched the series, you can tell it has like a pretty solid, I'd say, character. Like Saitama, obviously Saitama's not relatable in any way.
Yeah. Okay. True.
Like, okay, maybe he's not relatable in terms of power, but like, in terms of feeling dead inside, he's probably relatable. right?
Yeah, okay. That's all of us. Yeah,
That's all of us. That's all of us. So Saitama is like Saitama is like this sort of relatable, non-relatable character, and like the entire story is based on the fact that he can kill people, he can defeat all his opponents in just
mm,
one punch.
true.
Okay, hence the term One Punch Man. He has no
Yeah,
upper limit to his power. He's a
yeah,
gag character. Yeah.
true.
So like you got like the this thing One Punch Man. He's got no upper limit to his power. So how are you going to make the anime interesting? Because like
Make him
you
dead
can't have,
inside.
huh?
Just make him dead inside.
Yeah, make him dead inside. Make him have a deadpan expression throughout his this one. Make his quest make his quest not in search of power, but in search of a worthy opponent. Right? Like he just
That's
wants
what.
to feel the thrill of battle again. Make
Yeah,
his workout to get that unattainable level of power is ridiculously stupid. The thing is in terms of what the series lacks in terms of say like character motivation to keep driving the plot forward. Like there's
mm,
no I want to be a Hokage or I'm going to be the number one hero or I'm going to just keep fighting. There's no that kind of thing. Right? I don't
yeah.
want to save the earth. There's no kind of thing like that. Saitama is just this demotivated god. Okay?
He just all he wants is to feel the thrill of battle, but he's way too strong.
Exactly. That is his only goal. And the thing is, he has no upper limit to his power. So he's not going to feel the thrill of battle. Okay.
Yeah,
So you don't have like a character goal that Saitama is working towards, like an individual goal Saitama is working towards. So it just becomes like an amalgamation. I think that's how you say it. It just becomes a combination. Whatever, man. Amalgamation. See, this is why I lost mark in my board exams. The English teacher that corrected my paper didn't get the word. Okay? It's like it's basically this combination, amalgamation, whatever, of really funny episodes smushed together and held together by like this really great animation. That's
yeah,
the entire 12 episodes. Like you
true.
have some of the most ridiculous, like okay, you don't got Dragon Ball levels of power, you don't even got Naruto levels of power, okay?
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
got this guy who has no limits in that universe. So you got people who are ridiculously powerful, but then
Hmm.
you got a guy who stands above all characters in anime up against them.
Yeah.
And
True.
it's like that's it. It's like it relies a lot on like it relies. It's like it goes away from the cliche and relies a lot on having that character being so powerful for a comedic element, and that's what makes the series great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like it's
all like it's all, see the whole series is about a gag character. It's not even like a fighting anime like Dragon Ball, Naruto, or MHA. It's just a funny anime that has a bunch of like fighting scenes. That's all.
exactly. And the thing is,
It's just a anime to make us laugh. That's it.
exactly. And the thing is, you don't expect that great animation from an anime that is made for comedy.
Yeah.
Because
But
I
then
recall I
but
recall
then
watching some comedy anime that gave me like nightmares with their animation. What are you saying?
I mean, see, the whole idea behind it is to make us laugh, like I said before. But then the people who animated One Punch Man, people who wrote One Punch Man, went out of their way to like make it so well written, like with a good, like with a decent story, even though it doesn't make sense half the time. Like, how can like a person doing a regular routine like get like supernatural powers that is like more better than like supernatural like
Cyborg.
gifts.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the ridiculous part. He literally just does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. And he's
for
like,
3 years.
for like 3 years. And dude, his workout routine is just okay, guys. Before we like say anything about it, it's a bad workout routine.
Yeah,
Don't
like it's yeah, it is a bad
It's a
workout
bad
routine.
workout routine because one, you're doing this every single day. You're doing 100 push-ups, squats, and sit-ups every single day. That's
Mm.
gonna fuck you up. Okay.
It's not a full body workout first of all.
I mean, it's not a full body workout, but it covers enough. But like doing it
Yeah.
every single day is what is going to fuck you up.
Especially, see, 100 squats and the 10-kilometer run is fine. It's the 100 push-ups.
I mean, some people would say the 10-kilometer run is the problem because that's like a half marathon daily.
Yeah, okay.
The 10-kilometer run is fine, says Tushar. Dude, you're fucked. How do you say 10 kilometers is easy, bro? I can barely manage to. Okay. So like you got you
I mean,
got
10 kilometers still easier than what do you call 100 push-ups.
I mean I wouldn't say that if you broke it up into sets.
No, but then I'm talking about 10 kilometer in like a stretch. That's what he did.
Yeah, no, if you do 100 push-ups in a stretch and then 10 kilometers in a stretch, you're like pretty fucked.
Yeah.
The best part is when he's doing his training montage, you can see him have like Naruto shit, like I will train to become stronger. That thing.
My God.
Just like training and training and training. He's like, I trained until my arms made cracking noises, and I'm just like, what? Dude, and the best advice from him was, and the reason he gave that advice was keep your AC off during the summers and your heater off during the winters.
See, that's because Saitama is like
He didn't have
money. Oh
money.
God. Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't have money. He's poor, so like he can't really do anything. He's a middle class man. What can he do?
exactly, but that was the funniest shit ever, dude. He gave it as an actual part of his training regimen.
Yeah, I mean that's training for life. That's training for life.
Training for life. And then he's just like, no matter what you do, don't skip breakfast, even if you have just a banana.
Man.
And that's about it. Like, I remember I actually tried doing this and I reached 50 push ups, 50 squats, 50 sit ups with 5 kilometer running
Oh, you did exactly half. For how long?
for like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So
Then I
you
went to
came back.
India and I came back and I looked like, well, a ball. I looked like fat gum. I came back from
Wait,
India, I legit could absorb
so
punches.
you became like basically like almost like 5% Saitama.
No, I
I mean,
became, dude.
technically, because like if you do 50-50 for like 2 weeks, then like one I think 2%.
No, 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 no. Like, no, I'll tell you what. Like, I did 50 for 2 weeks, but I started from 10 and grew it up to 50. Okay, and basically, like during that workout, what I did was my diet was not under control,
Ah,
right?
okay.
So I literally ended up gaining muscle rather than
Ah,
losing weight. So I
okay.
ended
So
up
you
having like,
converted all your body mass into muscle instead of like losing your body weight.
yeah, like the cardio wasn't having much effect because the other three exercises were all like muscle
See, did
building.
you remember to switch off the AC and have breakfast?
No, no, no. I didn't do that. I didn't do
Ah,
that.
that was the problem.
That might be why. That might be why. But
That was
like,
the
but like for a solid 2 weeks, right? I had a
yeah.
broad shoulders and like compared to my shoulders a narrow waist. Like I'll never say I have a
You
narrow
know
waist.
what do
But
you
like
call
compared to my
broad
shoulders, I had
shoulders is
narrow
like
waist.
broad shoulders is actually a good sign of what do you call
Attaining
working
Saitama
out.
levels of power.
Working out, but then yeah, side that's fine.
Yeah. So I just had broad shoulders, but my weight wasn't decreasing and most of my shirts were tight. And then I came back from India and those broad shoulders and the size of the waist had been equalized. So
I
I just
mean, yeah,
came back fat.
every time we go to India, I mean, we all gain weight.
Exactly. So I just came back fat. And then I couldn't maintain 50 push-ups. So it went from 50 to 40 to 30 to 10 to none.
Oh man. Coming back to One
Reverse
Punch
progress.
Man. Coming back to One Punch Man. It's so weird how him doing a training regime made him lose his hair. Like what?
I mean, that's the price you
What?
pay for God levels of
But
power.
that doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's cool to see a bald guy. I mean, in anime because there are barely any bald guys in anime. I mean, that
You
is
don't gotta hurt me
actually
like that, bro.
badass. Actually, badass.
You
See,
don't
I
gotta
was
say
bald a few months back. Come on, man. Let me just.
okay.
Yeah, so the thing is like that's a stupid trade-off, first of all. It's just a stupid trade-off. It's not like it's unrealistic, obviously, but it's a joke, it's a gag anime anyway. So like let them
Fair
pull shit
enough.
like that. Let them pull shit like that, fine.
Alright.
And even in the last battle, it's like Saitama still didn't give his all.
He didn't do it. He gave less than like apparently Boros said he gave less than 0.001 or 0.01% of his power.
Exactly, he barely showed his like
Yeah,
he
and
was
that's the
he
thing.
was Jiren. He was Jiren in Dragon Ball Super, like in the starting of Dragon Ball, in the Tournament of Power. It was like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. We're assuming like to get power scaling for Saitama. We're assuming that Boros can really see the upper limit of his power.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Okay.
can't. That's the thing
Yeah,
because
but
he's a gag character. He's now not supposed
he
to
doesn't
have.
have an upper limit exactly.
Do you think he can beat Cosmic Armor Superman?
Dude, I think that's the thing though. Like when you put anybody up against Saitama, right?
He's
I would
supposed to
say
be strong.
Saitama wins automatically.
Yeah, because he's a
Doesn't
gag
matter
character.
who it is.
He it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's like there's an episode in Dragon Ball Super where do you know a character called Arale? Arale or something? I don't know. How do you call
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
It's
I
a
know which
gag.
episode you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So so she beats Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. She beats people who have trained with gods
Bro,
because
no,
just
like
because just because she's a gag character.
yeah, like that's the thing. Like
That's the
I even
point of
said,
gag characters to make jokes of other characters to make
yeah, that's the point.
everything a
Like
joke.
sure, you may have trained for like 20 years with a god or some shit like that, but I did 100 push-ups for like 3 and now I'm stronger. Like that's the point of gag characters. And that's the argument. That's the
I mean,
argument that I use in most of the versus Saitama
see,
things because
the
in
thing
first
is,
in
even like before when I didn't watch One Punch Man, and I've had a argument with a One Punch Man fan about who'd be better, who'd be stronger, One Punch Man or Goku, because I didn't watch One Punch Man at that time. And then after watching One Punch Man was the time where I got to know, like, yeah, he's a gag character. It's all a joke. He's meant to be the strongest out there because it's a joke.
yeah, that's
That's
the
the
thing.
whole point of his character.
That's like exactly
So
that's the
there's no
argument
point
I
of comparing
use.
anybody because
Yeah,
anybody he's pitted against, he'll win.
yeah, that's the argument I use against like the main thing is like whenever you're in a YouTube comment section, right?
Yeah.
There'll be
The
these people,
YouTube
they're like
comment section
Goku
is
versus
toxic with some
Saitama or
people.
Superman versus Saitama. How is that gonna go? Okay, and I'm just like, you know what? To appease your ego, I'm gonna say Saitama won't one shot Goku. But let's be honest, he will.
Yeah,
Okay,
he is.
he's one punch
The
man for a reason.
strongest iteration of Goku would get bodied by One Punch Man.
Exactly, and
Just
the
because
simple
it's not
reason.
even because it's not even like because he's like he trains way more. Goku has trained all his life. He's fought all his life. So like technically speaking, there's no way One Punch Man should win.
Yeah,
But then
exactly.
he is winning. He 100% will win. It's because he's written as a character who always wins with one
Exactly. There
punch.
is no upper limit to his power. He
Yeah.
can just if Goku attains and becomes Super Saiyan like unlimited and attains like a new form or some shit like that where he becomes like 15 times as powerful as his Ultra Instinct, that is still
Yo,
not the upper limit
15
of
times. I
Saitama's
mean,
power.
if he stacks Super Saiyan on top of Ultra Instinct, that's already 50 times multiplier.
Yeah,
So,
I'm pretty sure Ultra Instinct is a technique like Kaioken, right?
yeah, so you can stack Super Saiyan on top of it.
Exactly. So Goku has potential to be more
It's not
overpowered.
even a technique, it's just a state of mind.
Lol. So you can stack Kaioken and Super Saiyan on Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, yeah, you can stack Kaioken up to 20 times. So that's already 20 times boost. And Super Saiyan, that's a 50 times boost. So you basically get 1,000 times boost on Ultra Instinct.
Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken X20 Ultra Instinct.
Okay, I'm not even going into Super Saiyan Blue because that itself is like a whole other multiplier thing. But
Yeah,
still,
no, but
dude,
like Super Saiyan Blue X20 Ultra Instinct.
Ah
screaming for
man,
2 more episodes.
yo, that would break the Dragon Ball multiverse, but still Saitama will be able to beat.
Still,
Still,
Saitama won't be able to
and
beat him.
guess what? With one punch,
Yeah, and the reason we say that is for a very is because he is the one punch man. The
he's the
clue
one
is
punch
in
man.
the title.
He's written to beat every character in existence. So this
Exactly.
is how it
Like
is. And
we will
the thing is, the first season depicts that so well by him just destroying everything in his path.
yeah,
And
that's the thing.
and the final villain, he destroyed a whole city. And the end all S class heroes had to come to like battle like one of his
To battle one ship, that one ship
yeah,
he's on.
to battle one ship. And Saitama just infiltrated the ship, the main ship, and just like destroyed everybody
Yeah,
with
he
one
just
punch.
surely he just power sawed his way through the entire ship.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
just he's power shot is
power sword is the right term. Like the main thing I'll say is like this, right? Um, you take side. What was I forgot what I was going to say, but there was a
nice.
point I'm trying to get to. Wait, just give me 1 minute. Let me recollect my thoughts, and then I will say it. Yeah, what I was saying was even if okay, I once met this Dragon Ball fan who was arguing with me with Goku versus Saitama, right?
Mm.
And he's just using what he does is you cannot use the excuse that he's a gag character.
What do you mean you can't use an excuse? He is a
Exactly,
black character. What do you
he is
mean?
a gag character.
That's his
I'm
whole point.
yeah, I'm like shocked for a solid moment. I'm like this person must
Who
be
said that? Who
either
said that?
Italian.
Tell me later
I
on who
don't
said that. I
know
want
who
to know.
it is. Yeah, but like he's saying it. He's just like you cannot use the excuse that he's a gag character because
Hmm.
if you go by power scaling,
See, there's no power scaling in what do
Dragon
you
Ball.
call it? One Punch Man because his
No,
upper
there
limit
is
can
there is
never
there is
be
some
his
there
upper
is
scaling.
some concept of power.
Yeah, but then that the point is his upper limits can never be
Exactly, his upper limits can
his
never be
point.
explored. But this man went out of his way. He's like, I'm gonna go out of my way to calculate
See,
this power scaling.
Dragon Ball power scaling is fucked up, but you can still do some shit with it. You can like find Goku's upper limit,
No, 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 no.
like
Let me
present
finish.
upper
Let
limit
me
at
finish.
least.
I'll tell you how he did it. I'll tell you how he did it. Okay.
Okay,
So he says Saitama performs a serious punch in season 1, episode 12, to break an orb that is a minimum planet buster attack.
okay,
Okay? He
okay.
hits it.
I already know where it's going.
Yeah, he hits it and he redirects the wind so that it splits the clouds behind him across the entire earth. Okay?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that you could say, and then he cracks it. So you could say he hit
Okay,
it back with at least 2 times power. Okay?
okay, okay.
To neutralize and then push further. So
To
let's
push
say three
forward.
times
Yeah,
power. Okay?
yeah.
So that means if Saitama is using 0.001% of his power to perform an attack that is 3 times Planet Buster, we can use that
Okay.
percentage as an example to calculate Saitama's power and then we can scale it with Dragon Ball. And I just lost my shit.
I mean, if he wasn't a gag character, I can understand that. So good
Yeah,
response.
exactly. Like, here's the thing. It's good calculation, but it's invalidated after you say you cannot use the excuse that he's a gag character.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because once you say I'm gonna make a character called One Punch Man who's a spoof on heroes, who is a gag, who has unlimited power, can one shot anybody if he wanted to, and has no
Yeah.
upper limit. The moment you've said that, right, that automatically makes him the strongest character ever cemented.
See, if
That's his reason for
the
doing it.
only argument to any counter arguments of One Punch Man is that he is a gag character. And
Yeah, that's the only argument.
the point is that anybody who says you cannot use that excuse is wrong because that is the only excuse. That's the only reason why he's that strong. There's no other reason why
Exactly.
he's that strong. Because
Like,
there's no way somebody who does 1000 sit-ups, push-ups, and 10-kilometer run gets gets that strong. There's no way
exactly.
that's ever possible.
Like that's the thing. Like you're not gonna like I'm not expecting people like that. The reason Saitama wins most of his arguments, and you will see
Most
every
all
single fandom, all of his arguments. You will see every single fandom pissed about this, being like, you can't just say Saitama wins because he's a gag character. You can't just say Saitama wins because he's a gag character. The thing is, you can. He's a gag character. Get over
that's
with it.
the whole point.
Get over it. That's his point. Right? So that's about it. We talked as much about season one as possible. Like we didn't give you
We
any
did,
major
but
this one.
okay.
We
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 just talked
we
about
talked we
how
talked we talked somewhat about season one. The main point about season one is its animation. Story
yeah.
and proper development you can get in season two.
See, it's
Because
not
season two
really
has no story.
there's no real story in season one. It's just showing how what do you call how strong he is. I mean, a taste of how strong he is.
Yeah, season one can almost be seen like this thing, what do you call it? It's like a comedic skit. There's a bunch of jokes just put together. You know? That's essentially season one. It's a bunch of comedic skits put together. That's essentially season one. Season two, we get a proper story. Unfortunately, the animation quality takes a dip, but you know what? That's something that we're going to cover next episode. So
Yeah.
for today, we're out of time, and we're going to be stopping our episode here. Next episode, we'll be covering season two of One Punch Man, and we might because One Punch Man doesn't have even in the manga, the characters don't have that much development to them since it's a comedy slash gag anime, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't take itself too seriously.
Hmm.
So we're not going to be doing individual character episodes. We'll just be going an overview of the season. Though we might no guaranteed confirmation do a character episode just for Garo because
Okay.
Garo is
Yeah.
fucking
Garu
amazing.
he's the only complex character I feel.
Yeah, he's like the first introduced complex character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's about it. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Stay safe, boys and girls.
Yep.
Um.
And don't check cbseresults.nic.in.
I
Uh,
mean, if you already did, best of luck to you people, and if you didn't, best of luck again.
you can contact us if you need a body bag.
Yeah.
GG's.
Yeah. Bye.